Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, depending on where you are across the world. Welcome to BB Dev Days. This is a wonderful opportunity for us all to get together. I'm so pleased that everybody is here. I am Todd Lant. I'm the Chief Customer Officer here at Blackbaud, and I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming everybody this year to BB Dev Days. So this year, we really want everybody that joins to be able to leverage BB Dev Days to tap into your potential, both professionally and personally. We want you to be able to see new possibilities, learn new skills, meet new colleagues, and share your experiences as we as a community grow stronger. We have something for everybody at BB Dev Days this year. You'll notice that our sessions are not just Blackbaud folks talking about our products. We have sessions led by many of you to collaborate with each other, to share your learnings. We have partner-led sessions. We have a whole myriad of things. So there should be something for everybody today. As I think about the last year since our last Dev Days, I think about the immense change that's occurred in the world, and I think about how much harder it's made many of your jobs. We've seen organizations go back to the office. We've seen organizations go back to the office and leave the office. We continue to see high turnover in some critical technology roles. We see shifting demographics in the world. All of these things make it more and more challenging to stay connected. So we hope that through BB Dev Days this year, you all can create new relationships. You get the opportunity to grow and talk to each of your neighbors. What makes BB Dev Days great is customers sharing. We've got sessions and building the developer community. We've got sessions on learning from each other, and we've got sessions just collaborating and building our networks. This is the premise that we've had for BB Dev Days since day one. I think about my own journey in the personal development side of my world. This conference is really, really interesting and important to me. I started my career as a software engineer, but I always wanted to make a difference in the world. First, that was through my work, through business, but it grew into all areas of my life. And those of you that have spent time with me have heard me say often that technology is one of the only ways we really can change the world. I think about how technology can help create access to services for individuals in need. I think about new opportunities that exist because of technology to help create equity and equality in our world. Think about how we collaborate now to cure and advocate for diseases, to educate our future. So many different ways we can leverage technology to work together to change the world. This shared understanding and learning are what have been so interesting to me as I've watched the world get smaller. I've watched data become the platform that changed organizations. It's changed what we can deliver and how we can engage. We have new engagement models and new opportunities. And now as the Chief Customer Officer at Blackbaud, I get to work with wonderful customers like you every day. You are the change makers, and you do change the world. It's truly an honor and privilege to be here, so thank you. So if I think back to this conference and how it was started 12 years ago, it was, I believe, 48 people in a room getting together to talk about CRM and how to collaborate. We now have 12,000 Sky developers in our ecosystem. We've got well over 25,000 attendees today, representing 15,000 customers for BBCRM, RENXT, FENXT, grant making, BB Education Management, Illuminate Online, and Sky API. We've got over 164 sessions, and what an incredible journey. And while the number of solutions and people attending has grown, the spirit of the conference truly remains the same. Customers, Blackbaud experts, and partners sharing our approaches and ideas with each other in our social good community, each to support each other as we work to make the world a better place, all with the same access to tools, technology, and innovation. So once again, welcome, and let's get started. Please welcome to the stage Jerry Needel, our Chief of Products Innovation, to share how he thinks about innovation. Jerry? We may have lost Jerry. There he is.
Hello. Can everyone hear me?
We can, Jerry. Thank you. Welcome.
All right. That was exciting. Just want to say hi, everyone. Welcome to Blackbaud Dev Days 2024. We're super excited to have you all here. For those of you I haven't met, I'm Jerry Needel. I head up FinTech and Innovation for Blackbaud. I'm coming up on my 8th year at Blackbaud, which is crazy. When I first started here, I was focused on building out our consumer products like Just Giving, and over the last few years moved to head up innovation and our payments business here. And with that, I've had the privilege of working with folks like Eric Lever and Gabby and Lizzie Schaefer and Linton Myers, Catherine Hall, all of whom have helped organize and bring this event to life, along with Heather McLean. So big thanks to them. So I came to Blackbaud after spending a number of years at a crowdfunding platform called Indiegogo, where I had the pleasure of working with over 10,000 innovators across verticals. And from that, I learned a lot of different things. So I'm going to cover three main things over the next few minutes. The first is just a quick view on sort of the old and new way of innovation from my perspective. And then the second is three things I learned from working with 10,000 innovators, and then a quick story to bring it all to life. So the old way of innovation sort of stunk. Usually what happened was it required you to actually go and ask someone for approval to do your idea, and then to actually have them do your idea. And so it tended to sort of look like this, where you had to wait in line to get a meeting with someone fancy and important and sit across a big desk and ask for permission and likely get rejected. And it was sort of sad. But now the new way of innovation is very different. It's all about empowerment and empowering yourself to bring your innovative ideas to life. And it's actually why we're all here today. Companies like Blackbaud have done a really great job empowering and building their developer communities, including all of you, to help bring great ideas to life in a more collaborative and empowering kind of way. And so now it actually feels a lot more like this. It's about the power of the crowd and about empowering everyone here to make amazing things happen. And so we're super excited about continuing on this journey. And when I think about innovation and my time working with over 10,000 different innovators, all whom were focused on bringing their passion, their innovative idea to life, I learned three things that I want to share. First is innovation is not just all about creating the next Tesla or iPhone or virtual reality, this or that. It can be anything. It can be a new way of working. It could be a new business process, a new way to go to market. It could be pricing. Our innovation team at Blackbaud just over the past few quarters have worked on all those different kinds of things, whether it's distribution or process or whatever. But at the end of the day, innovation is about recognizing that just because something is done one way today, that there aren't better ways for tomorrow. Second thing that I learned was that literally anyone can be an innovator. It doesn't matter your education, it doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter if you work in a nonprofit or a for-profit, it doesn't matter if you work at a big company or a startup, it doesn't matter. What really matters is being able to see white space and opportunity, belief in yourself that you can go and capture it, and having the passion and hustle to make it happen. And the third thing, which you'll probably hear from other speakers too, is chances are pretty high that your initial strategy, your initial plan, your initial idea, whatever it is going to be wrong. And so success in innovation really boils down to getting to learnings as fast as possible in order to allow for rapid iteration to then ultimately get to something viable. So those are the three things I learned. And to bring this to life, I want to share a little story. And apologies if any of you have heard about this. This is my favorite innovation story, so I tend to share it frequently. But it's about the next generation fly swatter. And there was one particular innovator that I worked with at Indiegogo named Lorenzo. And his dream in life, his passion was he wanted to create the next generation fly swatter. I don't know why, but that was his passion in life. Was all about being able to understand, believe, and bring to life a more effective way to kill flies than running around the house with, a piece of plastic glued to a metal rod. So Lorenzo, who was an 8th grade dropout and a professional wallpaper hanger, decided to go all in on this passion. He was committed to this innovation. He maxed out his credit cards. He took out all kinds of bank loans. He used his savings, all to get to a prototype of his idea. However, he ran out of money about halfway to the prototype. And so he went bank to bank, was laughed out of the room, went to venture capitalists. They laughed even harder. And so his vision for the next generation fly swatter was at risk. So as a last resort to both demonstrate that there was actually demand for this idea and to raise money to finish the prototype, he launched a crowdfunding campaign. And so he ended up raising hundreds of thousands of dollars and brought his prototype to market and pre-sold thousands of units in the process in just under 2 to 3 weeks. And it really demonstrated the power of the crowd and being able to bring great new ideas to life. And so you fast forward now 5 or 6 years, Lorenzo is the CEO of his company, Bug Assault. He has tons of employees. I think the last time I checked, it was over 100. He's released over 25 versions of the product with different attachments and accessories and versions. And it's available in many major retailers. And so if you're looking for a great Father's Day gift, feel free to check it out. But let me show you what the product actually is, just to close this out here. So this is Lorenzo, and this is his product. It's in essence, it's a plastic shotgun that shoots table salt in a spread pattern. So it's almost impossible to miss the fly. Hits them just hard enough to kill them. Also works for mosquitoes. I saw that in the chat, and doesn't make a mess. And so that was his vision. He brought it to life through unbelievable adversity. No one believed in him but himself. And that's, again, in this new age of innovation, it's about empowering yourself. And so as you guys embark on the next few days of Dev Days, I urge you to take Lorenzo's story to heart, because it really reinforces those 3 key principles of innovation that I mentioned earlier. Innovation can be anything. A business process, way of working, a product, feature, an integration. Everyone can be innovators as long as you can see the opportunity and believe in it and commit to making it happen and prepare to be wrong, and get to learnings as fast as possible. And so I hope you guys have a great couple days. Really appreciate you taking the time to join Dev Days for the next few hours and days. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Neena Needel, no relation, and Linton Myers to take you through the next section.
Thanks, Jerry. And going with that concept of anyone can be an innovator, I want to talk a bit about what's pro code versus low code, because that's going to be part of the rest of this week of different style sessions geared towards those that are pro coders versus low coders. Why don't you come on stage so we can do our quick intro, and then I'll jump into some of my content before handing it over. But since I did that, why don't you introduce yourself, and then I'll go through the rest of mine.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I am Neena Gupta Needel, as Jerry mentioned, no relation, but so honored and pleased to be part of the team, and also to just share with you, and also, let's say, Linton's message of why no code, low code, pro code is so fundamental to us. And I will wrap up this session with what we are doing with that and moving to the future.
All right. Thanks, Neena. So as a way of quick introduction, Linton Myers, I manage a lot of the innovation that Jerry talked about, how Blackbaud is focused on trying the new, how we are learning, how we are accelerating the impact to our customers. And I want to tell my own story that hopefully will resonate with many of you. I, as a friend and previous colleague, Jim Ballou would often say, am an English major. That's how I got into this. I'm an accidental technologist. I began in the social impact space as a grant writer. Yes, an English major, Michael. And I started in grant writing, learned annual fund and within a university, and suddenly realized, great, we had to have a website. We had to have a new database. And that's how so many of us got here. Many of us, not all of us, didn't start our career as a pro coder, as Todd did, by the way, apparently, which I just learned today. Someone who wants to write code, an engineer at heart. Many of us are accidental technologists that simply like solving problems. And that's why this sort of spectrum you see here is so important. Blackbaud supports everything from pro coders, full-time engineers, to low coders, those of us that might understand Excel macros, some formulas in Excel, and can use tools like, say, a workflow automation solution, a Workato, a Power Automate, all the way to no code folks who want to drag and drop things on the screen. Think PowerPoint style design, right? The goal is that everyone should have access to these tools. And ultimately what you'll see this week is just that. You'll see examples of sessions where low coders like Vicky are using tools such as Power Automate to automate things, to create processes that don't require code to innovate. Or folks like Carrie, who go a little bit farther on the other end, as well as many of our partners, who are using our APIs in combination with pro code solutions like Azure Function apps to deliver change. Now, I think this is the most important piece because it really talks about how we think of this community. It is vital for Blackbaud and the entire social impact sector to support all of what I just said. Those of us that are the accidental technologists, because no tech company, including Blackbaud, can build everything. And I promise you, all of you that are here today are closer to the problem you want to solve than we are. Right? So we should be empowering you to make change. We should be empowering you to solve when there is a need with tools that make sense for you. It's also important as we look at this sector, and I have had the privilege of being in this sector for 26 years. There is now and has always been a developer deficit. People who can use technology to make change. That's partly why we invest so much in this developer community, the 12,000 of you, because as we increase the size of that community, we increase innovation. I think it's also important to note that technology changes rapidly. Anyone who, like I have been, experiments with things like generative AI, note it changes weekly, daily, often. And the more of us with brains and hands focused on a problem can experiment, the better. Now, Blackbaud, as I said earlier, intentionally supports this 12,000 developer community with tools. Go to developer.blackbaud.com if you have not, please say you have, and join that developer community, but also with the quote community itself, a place for all of us to talk about what we are trying to do and learn from each other. Now, as we think about those different audiences, because yes, there are folks here today who are professional engineers, we have partners, we have folks that live in code, we support that. We give the APIs available to connect. We give the user experience patterns so that you can embed technology in your solutions. We also provide the tools to let you manage applications. That's everything from having teams of developers to metricing what's happening with your application and all the way through distribution, making sure you as a pro coder can publish an app and make it available to this community. But for those like me that don't do that, we also, as a company, have partnered with Microsoft and others to deliver connectors that allow you to take Blackbaud solutions like Razor's Edge NXT and open them up for low-code development. That means prescriptive recipes that you can connect your Blackbaud solutions to other technologies at the push of a button without having to understand code. Because at the end of the day, it's about empowering all of these audiences. So, I'll hand over to you to get us through the rest.
Thank you, Linton. And I will say, as head of donor management, I see our ideas come to life as we bring these innovations to market. But I'll echo the sentiment that you'll hear from every single presenter, from every single Blackbaud conversation that you have today and in the future. Every single one of you, each of you, is driving value for our collective customers in such material ways. And for that, we thank you. And we wouldn't be able to do this without you. Because one of our mission statements as a company is drive radical collaboration. And bbdevdays is a testament to the power of this mission. So everything that we are sharing with you today and the next few days, and every step that you take in bringing that value to life is part of that drive radical collaboration that we're achieving together. And that's why it's so important for us at Blackbaud to scaffold and foster that thriving developer ecosystem. We're committed to collaborating with you and opening opportunities to drive this innovation and adoption for the larger and more diverse customer base that we're all serving. Extensibility and flexibility across all of our solutions, like the CRM solutions in my product portfolio, they are of paramount importance to achieving this common success goal that we are driving together. My teams are continually identifying and they are supporting the ways that we can enable all of you, our partners, our developers, to expand the functionality you need to power your missions and, of course, to drive our radical collaboration with you. And I'm so happy that you've all taken these tools and you've delivered. So again, thank you. bbdevdays is not only a special opportunity for us to celebrate your ingenuity, it's also a chance for our Blackbaud product and technical teams to learn from you and to better understand the use cases that matter the most to you. So please continue sharing, because this constant feedback loop is so important to any software development lifecycle. Regardless of what stage you're in, these are all ideas that are part of this lifecycle that we are driving together. And that is why we are going to continue expanding our regular developer meetings, our user groups, and why we are at Blackbaud investing and growing this event in more and in better ways year over year. So with that, what are some of the initiatives? So we are making investments to grow the availability of our APIs, especially our bulk APIs like Razor's Edge, NXT query and import. And that is going to help you integrate Blackbaud into your entire tech stack and your business processes. And alongside our new APIs, we're also committed to releasing low-code connectors, as Linton just mentioned, to enable a growing community of savvy business users to customize their solutions in new and more exciting ways for our common base. It's incredible to see this growth in our developer ecosystem and the power that low-code can drive. It doesn't always have to be some big, heady idea that takes big, heady code. It's those ideas that really gain shape as we are driving them together. Low coders, professional developers alike have so many ways, ultimately, of integrating their workflows into Blackbaud products with Sky add-ins. And as we modernize our CRM solutions to create systems of action and systems of intelligence, there will be more and better and newer ways that we are so excited that you are going to customize and personalize so that the experience of your end users and our end users is that much better. CRM customers and partners, thank you. I want to express our appreciation for all of your achievements on this journey with us. And you exercise our software development kit, and you push the boundaries of what's possible with Blackbaud products. And I'm so delighted for the next wave of innovation that you will achieve as you accelerate your developer impact in even greater measure. Now I will turn over the stage to Paige and Will from our customer success organization, and they will share more about how our team is also focused on helping the entire community in realizing their full potential with Blackbaud. Thank you, everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you, Neena. Thank you, Linton. And as Todd said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I've been watching the chat, and it's clear we have a really robust, not only U.S. presence, but international presence. So we are so glad that you could join us for BB Dev Days. I have a little bit of an echo. I'm going to try this again. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Okay. It's not a virtual conference without a few audio issues here and there, right? Okay, so I'm going to take it from the top again. So I'm Paige Bullington, just in case that didn't come through. And I have the privilege of leading our vertical customer success organization at Blackbaud. And our role in customer success is to foster partnership with customers just like yourself, ensuring that you and your organization derive maximum value from our solutions and services. Our focus is on helping clients achieve their desired outcomes while providing a continuous feedback loop to our products organization. Your feedback in particular as developers, whether you're a professional developer or you're low code or no code, is truly invaluable to us as we seek to understand the features and capabilities that will best help you achieve your mission. I think it's important to note that at BB Dev Days, we have customers from every vertical and every geography represented. We've aligned our customer success organization in a vertical and geographic structure to ensure that our teams can understand and respond to your unique needs and challenges. Our mission is really to help you achieve your desired outcomes and ensure you have a positive, productive experience with our products. When you achieve your outcomes, we view that as our shared success. And I want to thank you all for joining us over the next few days, and I'm excited for what you will learn and share as a developer community. As you take these new skills and knowledge and begin to apply them at your organizations, please remember to let us know in customer success how we can help, and I hope you enjoy the conference. Will, over to you.
Thanks, Paige, and hello, everybody. So Will Stansbury, and I run our customer success services and technology groups here. So, you know, our folks are we're the ones who help you effectively use our solutions and hopefully meet the outcomes that that you guys are trying to achieve. And so, you know, really, you know, folks here ahead of me have talked about the marketplace and the developer community, and you know, we have a services team to help you. So you've got a lot of choice of how not only to implement our solutions, but also to look for ways to extend that use around the solutions you might use, right? So our teams help provide technical consulting, you know, design and support for our internal teams, right? So we help our internal teams, but we also help our clients and our partner network and being able to look at ways to continue to extend our solutions, right? And so we help you guys in sort of building those customizations, extending your APIs. So if you're out using the APIs or building there, our teams are available to give you some technical support. We can, if you're using the you know, if you're looking at the documentation and do's and the use, and and you're a partner or a client, and you find that it's not working as designed, you're able to come in and get to our L3 support team and be able to help you with that to do that. And we can also then we also help by building and maintaining feature packs, which you can find also on the marketplace, and customizations, right? And those might happen during implementation or post implementation, and those can be in a variety of things, using some of the low code, but also looking at those as leveraging some of the SDK or others, depending on what solutions you're in, right? So our goal really is to help you guys, help the customers and partners extend and expand the capabilities of the solutions. And we're here to do that in any ways by either helping support how you guys are building and taking advantage of all the things that Linton and Neena and folks have talked about, and also helping be an extension of your teams if you want to look for ways to accelerate and make that happen. And so, you know, with that, we want to, there's a lot of folks that we've worked with over the teams, our success engineering team, as well as our service delivery teams who work on behalf, have enjoyed working with the folks in the community and our partners to continue to extend. And so we really are privileged to work with you and your teams, and look forward to supporting the SMEs out in the community. So with that, I'll pass it on to Todd to wrap us up.
Thank you, Will. Thank you all. I am so pumped and excited. We have an incredible couple of days here. So thank you all for giving us a little sneak peek into what's coming. Next, I want to thank some of our incredible sponsors. bbdevdays is so appreciative of each of our sponsors. The sponsors help make this event affordable. They help make this event better. And so thank you to all of our sponsors. Each of these sponsors has a close connection with this community. So first, I'd like to thank our premier sponsors from Microsoft, providing the software to enable automations and extensions, to Brightmind Solutions, such incredible technology and services they provide, DNL Omnimedia and Sentinel Consulting to help provide you on your extensibility journey through consulting and off-the-shelf solutions, to Print Your Cause, who brings easily customizable company stores to support events. Many of our sponsors continue to support us year after year, such as RedArc, who offers apps to easily extend RENXT, and NP Automate, who specializes in business automations. And we'd like to welcome two new sponsors this year. So DataMoose, who offers data warehousing solutions, and Heller Consulting, who provides strategic consulting and is also a Microsoft licensed reseller. Thank you all. Huge shout out to each of our sponsors. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to the Embed Hub, select the Marketplace tab, and from there, you just click on any of the logos to learn more and connect with our sponsors. Next, I'd like to share some very exciting news about an awesome opportunity to win one of 3 innovation grants. So winners will work directly with our 2024 innovation grant sponsors, who are Microsoft, NP Automate, and Sentinel Consulting. And you'll win the opportunity to work with them for free to help the winners bring their bold ideas to life. So if you have an idea, feel free to follow the QR code here or follow this link and apply today. Applying's easy. You just need a 2-minute video with a quick pitch to talk about your idea. This does not have to be a TED Talk. It doesn't have to be super polished. Just get the idea out there. Don't be intimidated. Many of our past award winners were very surprised that their ideas made it to fruition. So we'd love to have each of you submit your ideas. Only take a few minutes. You have until 12 o'clock Eastern tomorrow to do so. So please do not delay. Surveys, everybody loves surveys. So I want to encourage everybody to take surveys for each of the sessions you attend. These surveys are really important to us. They help us continue to iterate and improve bbdevdays. We also have an important announcement as part of this. Our 3 highest rated sessions will get what we're calling a golden ticket to bbcon this year in Seattle. So these 3 session presenters will get a present at our conference in Seattle this fall. And we want to help reward these individuals and make sure we get the best content to Seattle. So please take a few minutes, respond to each of the surveys. In addition to helping out those presenters, we have a little bit of a prize for you. Each survey you fill out, you'll be entered to win a prize from Print Your Cause from the store. So the more surveys you fill out, the more chances you have to win. So encourage you all to do that. And finally, I'd like to encourage everybody to please join our keynote. It's happening next. It's called Innovation is Everywhere by Kristen Jordan. What an honor we have for her to be with us here at bbdevdays. Kristen is an innovation leader and a change agent. Over the last 20 years, she has helped hundreds of organizations realize their vision of innovation success, and dozens of people realize their personal potential. Kristen serves on multiple nonprofit boards and understands our space very, very well. You'll come away with ideas on how to drive innovation personally and in your organization. I hope to see you there, and welcome to BB Dev Days.
I am going to be introducing in a couple of minutes our keynote speaker, Kristen Jordan. Please, if you want to get into that session, though, you have to go back to your agenda and find the link to go into that session. So we're trying a different technology this time around. We're really excited for some of the opportunities it gives us, but it interrupts the flow a little bit. So just be sure to go back to the agenda and pick that keynote session. And looks like the countdown is about 8 minutes for that to start. So we're looking forward to seeing you there.